my lovelies, I hope you guys are having a great day. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. So I tried to do an interview with the herbalist Reggie, but there were too many music. I'm heading back there to his shop so that I can get a full and clear interview. This is a preschool, St. Martins Preschool, and then the primary school is right over there, right next to it. This is Martins Field. I used to come to this field a lot during my childhood years. Used to complain of this field. One of my relatives used to live on this street for a while, and when I used to come visit, play in the field with other kids. I don't know the name of this street, but either behind Creme. Morning. So this is creme. They call it creme tamales. These people have been selling tamales for years, and they're known to have the best. I mean, like, yes, are usually crowded, and as early as around 9 a.m. they're sold out. So they call it creme tamales because they're located behind Creme. Anyways, I'll stop the video here because you guys already saw this whole scene already on the previous video, and then I'll resume it when I'm with Mr. Reggie. How you start as a herbalist?
Good question. I first worked for the government of Belize for about 6 to 7 years. I started off as a messenger straight out from high school as a messenger, and I get a position to apply for clerical position within the department, and I applied for that public established post, permanent established post, and I received the job, and I become a clerk, and then from there I work for 7 years and decided to discontinue working for the government and don't want to work for nobody but myself. And I decided that I want to make a move and do my own thing as an entrepreneur. And I decided that I need to hold myself grounded and do a soul search and find out what exactly I want to do out here. I said that I want to do something that nobody else can do. And that one thing will be whatever I love to do. And I pray about it, and here I am doing the work that I love to do. And then my mom used to take me to the market to help her with bags. And I can recall that I used to sit at this lady out at the market, Aunt Barbara Fernandez. She's a renowned herbalist. She was a healer at the market. And my mama leave me there, and then she go and shop. And then when she finished shop, then she picked me up back. And I stood there looking at this lady. So I started to ask the lady question. And she asked me to help her with certain things. And then she told my mom that this boy has good potential. You know, and I can remember things very well.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. And she picked me up and we do this, my mom do this over and over, week by week, maybe 2-3 times for the week. And so I become very familiar with her and her work and wanting to stay, just wanting to stay. When my mom wanted to take me, I wanted to stay. One day, the lady told my mom, said, this boy will become a healer. So my man no question it. Say yeah. Say well, that's a good thing, you know. And what had happened one day, I gone back to she. This was like some 9 years after, or 9 years after. And she said, oh, you come back for work now? He said, you come back to work. He said, I told your mom you were going to be a healer. He said, you come back to work. I said, no, but if you want I work and help her around, I could help her around. And I actually take the time out to understudy her. You know?
Understudy?
Right. Try to learn things that I see she do and I know she does for people.
It's a question. All of your medicine, the way you understudy from her, or were some of them self-taught?
No, well, I understudy her and I learn a lot from her. But my interest and love for the work go deeper beyond. So I believe that I'm connected spiritually because my ancestors are healers. In some way, I can say that I have been planted to be a healer. I would say that I was spiritually connected with my ancestors, but I don't know how to explain it all.
Yeah. So you did tell me that medicine have a spiritual connection.
Yes, it does. It does. I have to pray and bless every single piece of herbs before I put it together, and I have to pray while I'm putting it together.
You grow your herbs now locally in your yard right here?
Well, I don't have the space and the time. It's so sad. I don't want to be mashing nobody, but it's so sad that I don't have a piece of farmland up to this point, and I'm at this position with my work. And if I had a piece of farmland, because I'm behind in seeding, I would work it. If the government would give me a piece of farmland, I would work it. But when the time comes to get one piece of land, I have to go through a channel and I have to go through so much thing to get to see the Minister of Natural Resource.
You work with midwives?
Yeah, well, my grandmother was a midwife.
Oh, okay.
She used to have me around and I used to do the runs for her. I know about 2 or 3 midwives that I was closely connected to, and these midwives are known over Belize, So I don't have the field work, but I have things where I go buy for them, and I know all about how one woman could give birth and what to do after giving birth and all that, but I have never reached a point to say do a delivery. All right. Like
you consider yourself a bush doctor?
Yes, I am a bush doctor. They say bourgeois, they say herbalist, they say traditional healer, they say a whole lot of name they give to me. Shama. Well, I don't have the book knowledge like the doctors, the scientific knowledge like the doctors, but I sure know what I am doing with what I have or what I've learned. And I have studied poisonous substances and so on to keep myself cleared from anyone going to get hurt or get hurt through my processing and my distributing of my medicine. There's a vibration that each of them holds, and so I have to interact with them. So just like I talk to the plants when I go harvest.
Do they respond?
Yeah. Well, they don't respond like that, but I believe the feeling tell me that it is responsive. It is an obligated duty for me to access them that way, because then the Creator have put them on the earth and they're a living organism like myself. So I have to go with respect, just like someone come with respect to me.
Yes.
You understand? So
yes.
It's a transition, but then so that it's an exchange. three living organisms, plant, animal, and human, and we interact with each other. We need to exchange different things. The plant needs us for carbon dioxide and then exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide.
Mr. Reggie, what is one important herb that you think everyone should have in their backyard? A common one that is very important or useful.
Okay. Well, when it comes to herbs, you have to really identify in the sense that plants are divided in groups. They're what you call flowering for beautification. They are fruits, fruit trees. They have plants which has medicinal value.
Yes.
Right? And also you have plants which is for food, culinaries, spices, and all this. So when you say that, I don't want to single out any one plant.
Okay.
I want to go with division.
Oh, okay.
And maybe you ask me which is one of the best food plant you like, or which is one of the best medicinal plant you like. The best medicinal plant I would like to have is a soursop. That's an anti-cancer. It's good for most neurological problem. It's calmer to the nervous system. It regulates the blood pressure. It gives a cool to the whole body system. So to me it's an alkaline, and because that's a good fruit and a good plant, I'd like to say everybody should also have one in the backyard, because we need to keep our body more alkaline based over acidic based.
You can take your call.
Yeah, Reggie. Yes, hello, Reggie. Someone there?
Mr. Reggie, I have soursop, 2 trees in my yard, and I don't utilize the leaf.
Yeah.
What should I do with it? How do I prepare it?
You should take it and just rinse it off with some regular water. And do a teapot style. You slash it, maybe just core it, so you could, left whole. Slash it with the scissors. You don't have to cut it through, but just slash it up. Slash it up with the scissors, so you get cut up a kind of way. You want the water to penetrate it.
All right.
Then you're going to put on some water to boil, and when the water reach boiling point, that is the point of boiling, is the point of reducing bacteria. When the water reach boiling point, nothing can hold in the pot with a bacteria.
Got it.
So you put the leaf in the water. So if anything made up your hand, anything made up on the leaf,
got it.
It will condense through the boiling water, and it will extract again through the boiling water. But you don't want to leave it there. Certain things you leave to boil, and certain things you don't leave to boil. The leaves of these plants don't need to leave to boil, because the extraction process is so quick.
Got it.
It happens so abrupt. So you make the water boil, you put in the leaves, and just about 90 seconds, or you could take it up to 3 minutes. Turn it off.
Got it.
Leave it there. It's already extracted. It's already extracted, but you have to leave it there, let it steep, so it reach a balanced score. And then when that reach a balance, meaning that it get back from hot to room temperature, it's ready to serve. So,
and how do I consume that daily? Drink it regular?
Consume it daily. You see, in natural medicine, or in most instances when you do remedies and so on for consumption, you log to a 6, a 8, or a 12-hour dosage pattern. Just like they do with an antibiotic, with a scientific medication from wherever and for whatever purpose. Yeah, understand. So that's the way it works, and then you don't have to take it too much. That every hour you want to drink some medicine. That don't make sense. You drink medicine every hour. What the hell are you doing? You're not understanding what you're doing to your body. It's supposed to share in a ratio of a 6, 8, or 12 hours interval.
You pass the medicine, the teaching on to your kids? Are any of them
I
interested?
teach my kids them the values, some of the values that I have or that they need to continue on through life in case maybe, God forbid, I'm not here anymore or any longer. But young people have a way of their own, and they claim to say that this is their era, you know, and they're not as fully fledged. They're not as fully attentive. They're not as fully engaged. So what I can give them, I give them, and what I give them is what they allow me to give them.
So they don't have any special interest? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they don't have this like the special interest. Like my son come and I think he just come and work it because then he don't want to work at a job. But that's not the idea and the mentality that I want.
You could tell me about these herbs that you have here.
Okay, this is the provision bark. This is one of the famous provision bark. This one is good for anemia. Like when you have a low blood, then it raises the blood. It has a high iron capacity. It fuels the blood. In order for the blood to be built, you have to have vitamin C in place. So it does not store vitamin C, it utilizes it every day, but the body depends on vitamin C in order for the blood to rise. So when you consume anything that has iron, you have to have vitamin C in place so that the blood rises. So this is a diabetic pack. This will regulate, but in instances whereby they need to give you insulin, it will barely do anything for the body. One good common factor that most people don't take into consideration is that once the sugar is bad, the kidney is not as healthy because it's the kidney that do the filtration. So people have to be cautioned throughout their diet, and they have to be very mindful that they can't take anything through the diet because they can either feed the kidney to be worse or feed it to be better. If one of the organs break down, the other organs, they labor, so they go through more work. They don't do the work that they cut out to do. They do more than what they cut out to do, so they labor, right? And so we have to be careful of the two filters, the kidney and the liver.
What is considered a cooling? So it's not purge, right?
No, one cooling that one product where I set up, any herbalist could set it up. I mean, if they have the knowledge, they know what they do. I set up on cooling simply to work as a prime. Why work as a prime? It's too abrupt for me to just go to your body and just give you a ring out of your digestive system and enhance your colon by drinking formula. So I would not just give you a clean out or what you call a detox. I would not just give you a detox. I give you a prime first, which is recognized as a cooling. The purpose of that prime is to reduce and break down the bilirubin level. It will break down the heat and the acid which is accumulate, which is high inside the body, which is causing you to make a turnover of toxin.
So the cooling and the purge go together?
You do the cooling first, and then when you finish the cooling, then you can do the fling out, or what we call the detox. All right. It's using an example. I like to use the vehicle and the house as an example to these healing cases. You see, when you paint a house or you paint a car, you have to put a prime.
Yes, correct.
The prime of that car is so that the next paint that goes over the top flashes.
Right.
It comes out beautiful because the undercoat is set.
Perfect metaphor.
Right. That's illustration. And also, if you look at it from a holistic standpoint, when you eat these things, the body receive the nutritional benefit. But then, if you overload the system, it receives the nutritional benefit, but it can't pass half the waste as fast. So some stays in and some comes out. And so if you continuously do this process, then you accumulating what don't comes out, and that stays in, and it becomes toxicity.
How often do you recommend a purge?
Very good question. I don't dictate lifestyle to people, but I said if they don't, if they're plant inclusive, they don't really have to do a detox as such. There are a lot of things. There's a water diet. There's non-meat diet. And so if you ask me the question how often a person should do a detox, it depends on the individual and the
On their lifestyle?
And their lifestyle and the state that they're in.
Got it.
But for argument's sake, let's say you eat a lot of meat and you do everything and you just you need to do a detox like once every 6 to 9 months. It's not an every month thing.
Are you anti-vaxxer?
Yeah, I am.
She did not get the COVID shot.
I will not. I will not, and I cannot tell anyone not to.
That's their life.
I can tell why I would not.
Why wouldn't you?
I will not, because if you have this to say to me that you should take this because XYZ will happen to you, then I don't see no man telling me what will happen to me. I see my God tell me what will happen to me. And then if you say that thing is under investigation, is under study, they're studying certain things. Why giving it to me before you get the full details of what you're studying? Why am I going to work as a guinea pig? I am my own guinea pig. I want to consume what I want because I have my right and my privilege, and it's on my body. But you can't set me if you consume something for you when this is not your body. Or put something in my system when this is not your body. I have to accept that. So you have a right and a privilege to accept certain things and to deny yourself of certain things.
All right, so one last question. Any word of advice for the viewers? Any message you want to leave with them?
One good thing I want to say, and a word of advice likewise, I'd like to say that the nation of Belize and the whole world need to continue apply themselves to nature and understand much of life and how to be healthy by consuming the things that is placed on this earth. It's our right, it is our given position to mankind that God has sent us out to multiply and feed from the earth. And it's by feeding from the earth that every living organism does, the plant, the animal, and so do us. We have to feed from the earth. And so it's just to identify and understand where you're at and what you're doing, and do whatever you do in moderation. The chances of you reaching the doctor will be less on you. The chances of you being ill will be less on you. The chances of you feeling better will be better on you. The chance of you being healthier will be best on you. And the chances of you living longer will be the best thing ever for you.